to ask you a little questions about the happenings in the north and the southwest between the Arewa Youth Assembly and the Igboho, the Yoruba activists. Sir, why did you take your measures in sending back the Yorubas to their land?
Okay. If you look at the happenings of yesterday and let's say for a few months ago,
okay,
even mostly yesterday, Sunday Igboho made a press conference that he's trying to actualize the Yoruba nation, and he called on all the Yoruba people living in the north to leave the north and move to and go back to their region. So what we will realize is, if anything want to happen, every region will think the north is a liability. They think we rely on any region. So before you want to know, Biafra will say they want to go, this for group will say they want to go. So when Sunday made that statement, we were provoked. So we said the best thing we do for him, we want to help him actualize his Yoruba nation. We gather, we have already, we help, we've given him 72 days, 72 hours ultimatum to send transportation means for his people here. If not so, after the expiration of that 72 hours, we will look for a way of sending his people back to the Yoruba nation peacefully, without any loss of life or loss of property. And we mean it, we mean our words. We have to send these people back to their people. Since Sunday Igboho has been making all this noise, causing problem, killing northerners, the Yoruba elders, the Yoruba traditional rulers, even in front of the so-called Yoruba leader, they were clapping for him that he's an activist. He has become a mouthpiece of the Yoruba race, a charlatan like Sunday Igboho. So we now, since as the Yoruba people have shown us that they are in support of him, and after he made that comment, we never saw any of their reply, any of them saying anything. So we will do it. We are going to help him send his people back to his place after the expiration of the 72 hours.
But sir, can't you think about the peace of the nation Nigeria? What do you think about the breakup of Nigeria? Because now if you as an Arewa Youth Assembly, you said you are sending back to Yoruba, if he failed to send the means of transportation to the people, can't you think the nation will be in mess?
The nation is already in mess. Since somebody like Sunday Igboho can stand and says he's calling his people to come so that they should actualize Yoruba nation, and the federal government refused to say anything, the elders of the Yoruba region refused to say anything, that means they are allowing this charlatan to have his way and having cheap media popularity, which is not what we want at now. If you look at how we did it, we have never said any Yoruba man should leave our region. But since as him, Sunday Igboho, the so-called acclaimed Yoruba leader or activist, say this is what he wants, and up till now, we've not heard any Yoruba leader or any traditional leader or even the federal government to say anything about it. We too will stand on our words.
But have you made in contact with the leaders of the Arewa, Northern Elders Forum and the security in the north?
We are in constant. We are collaborating. We are in consultation with all stakeholders in northern Nigeria. All youth leaders will be on ground to make sure we evacuate this.
Well, do you have the statistic of the northerners that were being killed in the Yoruba land, especially the recent killings in the Sasha area?
Well, we don't have it. And even worse, what is going on air, if you look at the videos that were sent on social media, you see how our people were being humiliated up till death, and you see Yoruba people standing and could not even assist or help them in any way.
Well, we have leaders like the Asuaji Bola Tinubu and then the Seyi Makinde, the Osun State Governor. Have any of them reached the northerners, or have they made any of your demands, or have they contacted any of you, irrespective of the ultimates you've given the Yoruba people?
No, they have not said anything, and we don't even want their contact. What if they have to do anything? They should know how to organize themselves with their Sunday Igboho. Because as I'm telling you now, our people on the field, we are making sure we have each state. We've sent each state to make sure we have at least 20 good transport companies that will transport these people. And what we are doing, we are starting from northwest, go down to northeast, then down now to north central. We want to do it in a peaceful way, when everybody will go home peacefully without any any of his property destroyed and no life lost.
So as the Yoruba see that the northern traders, especially the Hausa importers and exporters, they fully depend on the Yoruba land. That means that is the ports. They usually import all their goods through Lagos port, and then mostly some of them used to travel to Cotonou, that's Benin Republic. How do you see the impact of economy of the northerners that were living in the southwest?
Well, the northerners living in the southwest, we have, if you look at what is happening in the south, if you look at even the major contributors of the southwest economy, is from they are northerners. We have the likes of Bua, we have the likes of Dangote. The only thing our people need to do is, let's come back and build our north back.
So they do not have enough resources to hold itself at its own capacity?
Yes, all regions in Nigeria, they interdepends on each other. Look at where we barricaded food, when we stopped lorries and food from going to other parts of the region. Though, didn't you see what happened? They were crying for food. We do our own traders to lost, because they are already depending on sending their goods to the southwest. But now what we know, everything in this way, even China need market to sell their goods, and northern Nigeria market goes on population, and we have the population. We can feed ourselves, we can buy everything we need, we plant here.
And then how can you call on the government to act on the Sunday Igboho threats to the northern region, and then declaring a Yoruba nation, which is against the conduct and ethics of Nigerian constitution?
Sunday Igboho is a nobody. If the Yoruba leaders fail to arrest him, if the Yoruba leaders fail to arrest Sunday Igboho and give him and hand him over to the security agencies, or if Sunday Igboho fails, this is two things. If he is not arrested and he fails to send transportation to remove his people, now he's endangering the life of his people living in northern Nigeria, because anything can happen at any time. We are in a situation now that if you touch one of any northerner living in any part of the country, we are going to retaliate with 10 people. We have no choice again than that. We've stayed for long. We have already, even in terms of peace, we are peaceful. We have been brotherly. They killed our people. No, we did not retaliate. We did not even make a press statement. We did not do anything. We have been watching for the federal government to act. Since the federal government has decided to have deaf ear, it's our time now, and this is the time. If you touch any northerner, any part of the country, you touch him, we are going to retaliate with the same, with your own people living here. We will not give any excuse again for you to kill any northerner or destroy any northerner's property, and we allow you to move again freely. We will never allow that again happen again.
So I may understand that you have been hotted for a long time.
Very, very long time.
So if you have been hotted for a long time, how do you manage to maintain your people that will be brought in back to the north?
Everything is gradually. When these people come in back to the north, we know that now we are peaceful people, we are helpful people.
But can't you see that there is going to be a high death rate in the southwest, and mostly it will even affect both the south and southeast if the northern traders decide to come back to the north, and then they might not decide to export food again.
That's why we all need each other in Nigeria. But if you look at the situation now, they are taking it as if northerners are liability to Nigeria. as if we have nothing to contribute to Nigeria. If you want to say one person from South will say we are declaring our nation, another person from Southwest will say declaring nation, another person from Southeast says it's only in Northern North that anybody will declare will just stay quiet and say we are watching for what is happening. But right now and now, this will be the last time that anything like this will happen. You will not do anything, you will not touch any Northerners again. You will not inflict pain by destroying any Northerners' properties again. I will say, if you destroy our property in Port Harcourt, we know our property have been destroyed in South. We will go to South area here, where we know South are living and residing. We will destroy their properties back. Now we are going for an eye for an eye. We will not tolerate any peaceful conversation unless it's mutual.
But what if the government called your attention and then asks you not to engage in such activities that you have been mentioning?
If the government, everybody in the country is under the government. If the government is doing it sincerely, we know the government really want peace. There will be peace. The government know how to handle this situation in less than 1 hour. The government can bring calm to the country.
Are you now calling the government to arrest Igboho? Or
that one depends on the government, because now we have no issue again. Our own problem with Igboho is to just come and remove his people. As he wants to actualize his nation, and he's telling all his people to go back. We from Arewa here, our own issue is we want to help him actualize that.
Okay.
We want to help him actualize his dream of Yoruba nation. We are telling him to come send transportation means, since as most of the people, if you ask some of them, they will say they don't have transport to go back. Or they have, so he send transportation means to come and carry his people. Even also, we were in touch with transport companies who will put his people in the car for them, and he will stand where he wants to receive them, and they will he should receive his people there and actualize his nation there. Because him Igboho, if I hear that he's in Abuja, I'll make sure where he is in Abuja, he will be totally humiliated. Because we are looking for him, helter-skelter down. Anywhere we catch him, he will pay for those bloods that were lost.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this wonderful interview. We thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.